Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and another video on the customs seizure little, I nearly said Mercedes Citroen again. How many times have I called it that? Renault Kangoo, exactly the same van, different badges. Now, I said to Chris, we need to get this one done as quick as we can. Purely down to the fact that my Instagram went absolutely crazy. The fact that I mentioned, this is going to be a cheap van when it's done. And people were saying, well, can I be first? Can I be first? Unfortunately, we don't work like that. It goes on and it is first come, first serve. So, Chris, this is the bit. My bodywork skills actually made you laugh quite a bit, didn't they? Yeah. But they meant that they worked to get it through the car wash. That's all it was for. Quite a lot of you said, why don't you get Chris to weld that up? And that's why we bent that out before we've cut in on that bit of time lapse.
A bit missing.
There's quite a bit missing out of that. So there is actually a whole window section missing and it's not in the van. Quite a lot of other people said, put a window in the back. Completely pointless on a work van unless you've got crew seats in the back.
And a window for that would be as dear as a door.
Probably dearer.
Probably dearer, and then fitting it.
Yeah, definitely. So that's the first time we've had it right open because we've bent everything out of the way. So, I did say in the previous video, this van has got a few little marks and dinks around it. And I started looking for doors straight away, especially those back doors. And then, I don't know why it is, for some reason, just side loading doors and back doors for any vans are actually a small fortune. Yep. Do you remember the scrap Berlingo that you had in the yard? We kept it for so long and repaired so many vehicles with it. This door on it, the small one, was actually okay. It was. And you said, oh, we can't chuck that, didn't you? And I took it off, put it on eBay. I was sat here and as fast as I listed it, someone hit buy it now.
We realised we put it too cheap.
I put it on there for $250 and it sold instantly. So doors are quite hard to get hold of for these vans, and we don't plan, well, I didn't initially in the first video. I said to Chris, hopefully we can do something with these doors. I know you're going to have a play of them, but Chris is already kind of adamant that you think it's going to need a bit of bog and paint. Yeah,
we're getting the most of it out, but it's going to need doing, isn't it?
But I think how we left it in the last video, we both agreed we wanted to get as much of it done as we can, and hopefully not too many videos on it. We need a side loading door. Have you got your knife? Let's go. So, I got straight on eBay. This is where did I buy a wrong side. Got straight on eBay and there was loads of doors, 3 or 4 side loading doors for sale. And all of them, Chris, was between £250 and £400 for a door. This one was 125 delivered. It was the cheapest one I could find, and it was advertised as minor marks and scratches. And I thought, well, if it's not beaten up and it looked all right in the picture, it's going to be all right for that van because it's going to be a cheap van.
We're going to find out.
We are going to find out. I think there was, I'll just show you why Chris is cutting that open. That's the inside. But the inside handle area here, there was loads of little marks on the pictures on this one. And they said scratches, and to me it looked like, you know, a painter and decorator, Chris, with paint all over his hands, had been grabbing. God, that is well packed. You can't take that away from them. Yeah. Watch that old Discovery. It's had a full repaint. I hope it's all right. Do you want me to hold it up? Sorry. I'm a bit nervous, to be honest. It's like Christmas.
Father Christmas never bought me anything this big.
No. I think even a push bike comes in a smaller box. It's still sign written as well. I bet one of you guys in the comments are going to know this company. Someone's got to, haven't they? Oh, there's a few scratches there. Rough casting, full roof, fascias, gutters. any repairs, pointing, lead work, free estimates. Yeah, it is paint. Look,
Yeah.
it's coming off. Oh, what a result. And they've marked that handle all the way round. No, there ain't no company name on there, it just says follow us on Facebook, free estimate. And there, oh Chris, look,
Yeah.
they've marked it, look.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to clean up all right.
That is going to be alright.
Just a little bit up here that's probably not.
Here, it's the right side.
It's the right side, so that's a bonus.
Let's get it in there, get the other one stripped off and crack straight on with this one. Oh, it's all ply lined as well. Hold up, mate. Yeah, lovely. Just 38 seconds of time lapse there for you guys, but probably about 3/4 of an hour's work there doing that door. And what I will say is thank you to the man that was at work that day and couldn't be bothered because every one of them marks has come off that door, and it actually turns out, Chris, that's probably going to be the best panel on the van. It really has come out lovely. Every single one of those little marks that was inside that door handle are gone. All of the writing, all of the marks up here, all gone from here. There is some very, very minor marks on the top that are not going to make a blind bit of difference to this door. I just went over it there with the mop and some Jenny Chem quick wax just to get rid of the sticker residue that was underneath. But I think you would agree. I mean, I could take a picture of that door right now and put it back on the internet for exactly double what I paid for it, and it would sell. It just needed that little bit of love to bring it back to how it is. So we're going to leave that for a minute, and Chris is going to have a go. He's getting all the tools out, and you're going to have a go at repairing them back doors. Yeah. Let's see how he gets on. Chris was a very busy boy there, you could see in that bit of time lapse, and he actually got carried away. I went to cut in, he said, Rob, leave it, I want to clean that bit of paint off the bumper and actually clean all the bumper up. And mate, 100%, you definitely saved that little door. Yes, to get it perfect, it's going to want a bit of paint work and a bit of filler work. But like you said, we're probably going to advertise this one, a bit like the Q2, as is, yeah, for a cheap price, yeah, and then, or plus 500, and we'll have the paint work done. But it is a waiting game for the paint work, and hopefully, I mean, look at that door, look at the difference in it. It's all back in shape, all lines up with the other door, little bit of body work on there and paint. Shuts lovely. Yeah, perfect. And had a little bit of a clean out in there. You've cleaned all that up and got rid of all the paint off of it. Yeah, mate, that can be used.
We'll stick it up so like it is. If no one
wants it,
we'll book it in.
Yeah.
And I'll probably do the filler work.
If Chris does the filler work on that, you're probably looking at 100 quid's worth of paint, 120.
Well,
in an ideal world, I'll tell you what this wants. It wants another door finding. That colour would have been lovely, but they're so expensive. Honestly, that one's 350. That one's like 300, 250.
I mean, if we're painting that one, we're painting this one, so it's got a little tiny dent there and a little tiny dent there. So it'd be silly to leave all them.
Yeah, I'll make you right. Should we get this door on? Because sitting over there, I've stripped it how you stripped it. So Chris took one bolt out of there, 13mm, two 13s out of there, and a pin out of this one here.
And a block, rubber block.
Rubber block out the top here.
Quite easy.
So I stripped the other one. What's left on the van? So that one's ready to hang on, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, let's get that on there then. I really would like to get this over for an MOT today if possible. So
Nice, wouldn't it?
yeah, let's lift that on. Very easy. Chris took it off. Me and Chris just put it back on. Hook's in the top there. And then that little rubber bung goes in.
It's just a stop, isn't it?
Yeah, add that one pin at the back.
That's
it?
it.
Those 3 little bolts. And look.
Beautiful.
Fits lovely. Ain't a bad colour match.
It's a very good colour match.
We're indoors. It shows up now, the little marks and imperfections that are in this van. I did say that'd be the best panel on it, and I think we're probably right, because there's a little one on.
It's a 7-year-old van though, isn't it?
It is a 7-year-old van, but that was £125, and it beats putting a window in or trying to weld up and bog up any door.
That's right.
I reckon that's ready to run over for an MOT.
Definitely.
Let's do it. It's a little bit embarrassing, guys, actually, because we noticed had a side light out and I changed it, and one of the rear indicators is showing white light, and I wasn't aware of that, the passenger side one. I didn't realise it was too white because the orange bulbs wear off where it's got clear back lights. So he has just told me it's going to fail the MOT, but he's going to do a PRS. You MOT guys will know what that is. So it's pass after, I don't know. Basically, he said he's going to whip the light out after he's completed the MOT test, change the indicator bulb for me so that I haven't got to go all the way home to change it and then bring it back. Basically it fails and then it passes, so I'm quite happy with that. As long as that's all it is, we ain't got a problem with that at all. But once again, we're out in the dark, need to start getting up earlier. Let's see how we get on and get back to the yard. Now obviously guys, the next morning, did get back quite late last night, but yeah, all MOT'd, all done, all pretty much ready. I don't think there's anything else that we can do to this van unless we are going to go to town on it and actually do all of the little body imperfections. I mean, this side's actually quite nice. It is really nice, as is the other side, but just that does look a bit, it is a shame we couldn't get a door for it, but I mean, it's either going to get repaired or it's going to be sold as it is. Someone can jump straight in this and use it, can't they? Got really lucky getting that door, and as you can see, it is a good match. I did use that yellow cloth on there, so there is some yellowing on there. Maybe I'll run over that and give that another quick hand polish. But you can see that little dent in the quarter there as well, little tiny ding in the front wing there, and I think that is about it. Inside's all very nice as well. I know we have got the other mat for it in the back there, so that can go in it as well. And apart from that, I actually think it's done. 54,000 miles, sat nav, no history or anything like that with it, no books come with it. And then that's the little bit I was on about. A lot of people mentioned that in the last video, why the sat nav doesn't work, the memory card's missing. And where this was obviously taken in a crime, what they probably done, because there was goods in here that was seized, we still don't know what it was, but ultimately it's going to be the police would have took that, or the customs, to actually see what locations they've been in. Let's go inside, crunch the numbers. Nice easy one this, and very, very quick turnaround. Another one done, guys. See, in the comment section, in each video, someone always says, you've got so many projects on, I don't know which one to keep up with. But genuinely, just sometimes like that, they're done, aren't they? So that's all done. we've got various other projects that are within an inch of being done. It is literally just waiting for last little tiny pieces to turn up. So the Land Rover, we've got a couple of little tiny pieces, we're waiting for that, and then that's going to be the last video, and we'll be excuse me, we'll be crunching the numbers. But as for the little van, got the numbers here in front of us, and another one, nice quick turnaround, and we actually think nice little profit. I'm quite happy with the price. I did just flick through eBay, and there's some on there that's actually the same price as what we're going to ask. But I said to Chris, look at the mileage on them. And they're obviously good for the mileage, those little 1.5 engines, because there's one on there that's done 240k, and it's on there for the same money we're going to ask. Now, that little engine that's in that car, in that van, a lot of people said in the last video, is that like similar to a Mercedes Citroen? That van is identical to a Mercedes Citroen. The only thing different is the badges, and I think they slightly changed the front bumper and obviously the driver's airbag, so that they are ultimately different. But I believe they're all made by Renault, and also that little engine is in a lot of vehicles. They're in the Renault's Mercedes Citroen. That A180 Mercedes that we have outside has that same engine in it. That Nissan NV200 that me and Chris repaired, the black one, that had that engine in it. And I know it's in various other models as well, because people put it in the comment section. I don't think it was a Kia, but definitely a fantastic engine and used by a lot of companies. So purchase price of that van was 1,500 and some odd pound, but with the fees and the VAT out the door, it was 1,877. The valet was £25. Side loading door, how lucky was that? Only £125. And I mean, go on eBay now and type in there Renault Kangoo or Mercedes Citroen side loading door and have a look how expensive they are. I can't believe we got it for that, and free postage. The key and programming, of course, we use Aidan, and that was £200, and he come out and done that, and we worked into the night with the alarm going off. MOT, £40, gives us a full price of 2,267. You could have gone a bit further with that van, excuse me, like I said, and it would have been a bit more than that, i.e. a couple of rear door for it and some other little tidying bits. But we're going to ask for that van, did we agree on 3,995?
We did.
3,995. It's done 50,000 miles. It's got a full tank of diesel. And if we'd done them rear doors, I think definitely that'd be worth all of £5,000. Don't forget that is on the register as well, that van. It's a previous Cat S, and we haven't noticed anything sticking out, the fact that it's a Cat S, have we?
We haven't really looked, Robert.
Do you know what? Could it be those back doors?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah, because one's a slight different shade.
One is a different shade, isn't it? So we think it's probably been in the back. Guys, that's going to give us a pre-tax profit of £1,728. And like I said earlier on in the video, it's not actually, I mean, we're going to try it. We're going to put it on Instagram. And if someone wants to buy it as it is, which I'm quietly confident they're going to want to, because there is still that shortage of vans out there, and I got inundated, even though I do always say, and I know you're all going to say I sound like a parrot, the vehicles are not for sale until I list them on Instagram. On last Friday's video, which was the last one on the Evoque, it could have possibly been Monday's, I actually received 5 or 6 people inbox me on Instagram saying, here's my number, I'd like to buy it. And a couple of other people said, can I have more information, and didn't include their number. But they only for sale. So at the end of this video, that will not be for sale. Couple of days, let the video burn a little bit, and I will chuck that on Instagram. And if anyone wants it for 3,995, they can buy it. And if they don't, if it sits around, I guess we'll just get the back doors done on it and ask that little bit more money for it. So that is going to be the end of today's video. I know it is a nice, short, sweet one, but we can only do what needed doing on the car, and we've done it quite quickly, the van rather. Don't forget, like, subscribe and share. Follow us on Instagram for your chance to buy one of our vehicles. or to sell us your vehicle, salvage rebuilds, or you can follow Chris on his jolly where he goes on holiday, boot fairs, museums, etc., and that's Salvage Rebuilds Chris. We'll see you all very, very soon in the next one.